This presentation takes a look at your lockdown journey and will assist you to explore aspects of yourself that you may not have considered. At the end of this presentation you will be able to, firstly, understand your experiences related to COVID-19 and the lockdown. Secondly, gain insight into your unmet needs and how these link to the current pandemic. Thirdly, understand yourself and your unique journey with greater meaning and kindness. You have limited space and time to spend with yourself and process what you experience, how you react and how you can better manage yourself during times of stress and overwhelming uncertainty. The points above are important as you begin to understand yourself and your unique journey with COVID-19. A quick overview: we will look at your experience before lockdown. We will then look at the COVID-19 facts. Our focus will then shift to exploring your needs. We then look into the lockdown mirror. This may highlight aspects of your behavior that you did not previously consider. We then begin to make sense of all your experiences, and finally you learn to rewrite the story of the meaning of your degree. Pre-lockdown reflection. Now is a good opportunity to reflect on your personal experiences before COVID-19 and the lockdown. Take time to reflect on what your life was like. How would you experience movement, physical or personal? How did life feel before COVID-19? How were your needs met? How satisfied were you with your behavioral responses to experiences? COVID-19 facts. Corona belongs to a family of coronaviruses. Corona means crown because it looks like a crown when you look at it under a microscope. Can infect humans and animals. The current virus is a new virus we have never seen before. Symptoms can range from mild experience similar to a common cold or severe respiratory damage and may result in death. The trajectory of the virus is different in different countries. The virus is spread through droplets of infected saliva or contact with contaminated objects and surfaces. Let us look at the impact of lockdown. In an attempt to curb the spread of the virus, the president announced that the country would go into lockdown for 21 days. At the end of the initial 21-day lockdown, a further announcement was made that we would continue to be on lockdown. Government introduced risk adjustment strategies to manage lockdown regulations by means of various levels of lockdown, from level 1, ease of movement, and lockdown level 5, extreme lockdown limiting movement. The country moved from level 5, the 26th of March to the 30th of April, to level 4, the 1st of May to the 31st of May, and we are currently in level 3. The level indicated here may change. Note the date of publication of this resource. We all find ourselves in unique situations as we have to work from home, manage households, run single-parent families, fulfill other roles such as being a teacher and chef. We may find it hard to find time for our studies or feel completely disconnected to your student roles. We do not know how the virus will run its course in our country. We do not know how it will affect the world of work and careers of the future. Let us now make sense of our experiences by reflecting on the following. Firstly, how has COVID-19 and lockdown impacted your life? Secondly, what have you noticed about yourself, your feelings and experiences during the first 21 days of lockdown? How has these changed over time? Thirdly, what have you learned about yourself during lockdown? Lastly, how has your thinking about your studies, your future career and role in the world shifted? Our needs, that which drive us, our behavior and actions are driven by needs. These could be conscious or unconscious. American psychologist Abraham Maslow developed the hierarchy of needs to describe human behavior. Think of an image of a triangle with 5 different layers. Needs are listed from bottom to top. At the base of the triangle is physiological needs for food, water, sleep, safety, shelter and clothing. The needs on the following level focus on safety, employment, resources and health. We then move to the need for love and belonging, family, to be connected to others. At the tip of the triangle the focus then shifts to needs for esteem, respect, self-esteem and freedom. The final need for self-actualization is focused on achieving your full potential as a human being. Thinks about these 5 groups of needs and then consider which are not met as a result of COVID-19. We focus our attention now on what does lockdown mean to me, curbing freedom and movement? The reality is that lockdown restricts your movement. In the past you could spend time as you pleased, you could go out, socialize, take your children to play dates at the park, celebrate birthdays with huge parties etc. Lockdown means that you now spend most of our time at home with the people you live with. Being forced to spend time with people you live with every day is experienced differently by everyone. Let us now take a moment to think about what I see when I look into the lockdown mirror. Some people are faced with abuse, substance use, multiple children, single-parent households, loss of employment and income, and a whole host of other issues. You are also forced to spend a lot of time with yourself, faced with your imperfections, behaviors and decision-making patterns. The lockdown may mirror experiences of your past, loss, trauma, displacement, that are being brought to the fore. You may be feeling emotions that you have previously experienced in a similar situation. Write about your lockdown experience. Where do you live? What is happening in your community? Who do you live with? How does who you live with impact you? Are there any identified unresolved issues that have become prominent? Given what I have now seen in the lockdown mirror, let us shift focus on changing what does not work. You may be satisfied with your responses to the pandemic and lockdown, and you may not. Think about your needs and motivations behind your actions. Your subconscious mind makes stronger connections about negative experiences, loss, than about positive, opportunity, experiences. Think about your past experiences, and how it informs your current behavior. Be thankful for experiences of the past that have made you who you are today. You have applied many approaches to resolve challenges that may have had positive outcomes or not. Reflect on your underlying beliefs and the stories you tell yourself about yourself, as this drives future behavior. How do the stories that you tell yourself need to change? Monitor, document and compare experiences and outcomes, and identify which are the most useful strategies to achieve the desired outcomes. Let us pause and take a moment to reflect on your behavior. Reflect on the aspects of your behavior that has not led to the desired outcome. How do my behavioral experiences from the past influence my belief and actions of today? What do you need to change? How can you move towards a more positive outcome? Visualize positive outcomes and trace how you will need to adapt to achieve such outcomes. Changing your behavior takes time. You need to explore different ways of responding and behaving. Keep track by writing down what you wish to change, how you will change, and then track the changes. The visualization technique, including steps to take, can be found when you visit https://www.youtube.com/watch v=sa_m2_ukljo. To be brave is to try something new. Behavioral patterns that motivate behavior have been carefully molded over time, and it may take time to try out something new. Change is scary, and trying out something new may be overwhelming, so be kind to yourself and take your time. Identify smaller goals and work towards bigger goals. How you establish yourself as an individual and within a group has shifted. COVID-19 and the lockdown is largely beyond your control. How can you shift your focus to things you can control? Let us now try to make sense and link it all to your graduate development. You absorb the information fed to you about the pandemic through your senses: read, see, how we touch. How do you make sense of these experiences and respond to what is happening? Various organizations and systems are finding ways to respond, for example, by feeding the poor, giving to the community, donating where they can. Government has developed strategies to combat COVID-19 and assist businesses across the country. The trick is to find the balance between saving lives and saving the economy. The information you are absorbing may shift the way you think about your qualification, its purpose, the meaning of your future career, and how to navigate the future. Yes, there is a lot of uncertainty, and we need to keep a close eye on how the pandemic affects future prospects and means for survival. How can your qualification relate to opportunities for entrepreneurship that fits the needs of the future? There is a host of alternative resources that you can consult in addition to this presentation that will assist you to develop your graduate skills. Read through the Entrepreneurship at Unisa brochure when you visit https://tinyl.com/y7tlh7fw, because it will assist you to explore opportunities for entrepreneurship. You will construct an alternative story around your future career that is meaningful and motivate you to complete your studies at Unisa. Also read through the psychological impact of COVID-19 and your Unisa studies when you visit https://tinyl.com/e28yeg, because You will gain deeper understanding of the psychological effect COVID-19 has on you, assist you to find ways to manage yourself more effectively, and find resources to help yourself make sense of what you are experiencing. In the event that you need further support, consult the useful resources below. Further online self-help resources can be found when you visit the Directorate for Counseling and Career Development site at www.unisa.ac.za/counseling. Coronavirus, COVID-19, 24-hour hotline, 080 002 9999. COVID-19 Connect, WhatsApp, 060 012 3456. Suicide Crisis Line, 080 056 7567. Lifeline, 086 132 2322. Domestic Violence Helpline, 080 015 0150. Childline, 080 005 5555. Unisa COVID-19 Resources and Messages, https://www.unisa.ac.za/sites/myunisa/default/announcements/coronavirus COVID% E2% 9319 update. The SA Depression and Anxiety Group, SADAG, offers online resources related to your mental health and COVID-19. Learn more about managing stress and anxiety as well as living with a mental illness on their website at http://www.sadag.org/. How to make contact with us? We are available by email. Send an email to counseling@unisa.ac.za should you need to discuss any needs you may have in terms of further support. Contact Counseling and Career Development by clicking on the link to access regional center closest to you.